Hello, hello! We are prepping the stream. Oh, is the stream not live? Oh, hang on a second. Oh no, encoder says it's working. Okay. Minor heart attack, no big deal. Everything's fine. We're all fine here. How are you? This music is totally in the game. Yes, it is. Yep. Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the official Rockfish Games stream. I am your host, Eric Schrader, the community ambassador for Rockfish Games. I am joined with Gary Geekbite on the line.
Hello.
Awesome. He's going to be taking your questions as we're going through some gameplay, the continuation of our Nightmare difficulty play session. So yeah, we're picking up right where we left off. And I want to make sure, YouTube, do you see me today? Is everything connected there? Just want to make sure. There was like a little blip that happened like right before I triggered everything, and I just want that confirmation. Otherwise, hello Twitch, hello Steam, anybody who's kind of lurking on the Steam homepage for EVERSPACE 2. If you have questions at all about what you're seeing, this is going to be a gameplay-centric experience here. Otherwise, there's trailers to see more like dolled up stuff and all that stuff, and then the discussion boards, whatever. But through our process here, we're going to be continuing along. You do see me good. Glad everything is connected fine, YouTube. That is good to hear. We're going to be continuing on where we left off. We just bought this Vanguard. I actually want to adjust the colors slightly. Because it's actually bothering me. One of the things that I looked at right before we started is we have this green engine, but the colors are a bit too blue for my taste. So I just want to adjust this maybe down one. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just such a light little adjustment. And actually, let's do that. Let's do the purple. just to make things a little bit more unison. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's a little better. It's nothing crazy, but it makes me happy, okay? A lot of ship customization, lots of things can go wrong and weird, and, you know, just wanted to tweak it. Anyway, yeah, so let's get right on into this. I mean, I guess I already am. Like I said, we just bought this new ship, so none of these other ones are gonna be swapped in anytime soon. For those wondering, generally, like, whenever we have these streams, yes, of course, we keep it open to the community, answer questions, all of that fun stuff. Sometimes we have like little teases and presentations on up and coming things. Right now, we are in a beautiful, but probably slightly frustrating for you, part of our development phase, which is we're working on free content. Yay! And we can't show anything right now because it would be too much teasing. Boo! So I don't have anything that I can like deliver today. But also note that I've been having some chats here and there, and that is something that we want to try and get back into the streams, even though maybe we probably shouldn't because there's a lot of stuff that we're still working on, but it is something that we want to try and push and like bring you some new stuff whenever you're showing up here, not just getting, I guess you could call it the same old gameplay plus questions sort of mix. But yeah, we want to do more for you. We want to do more things that are engaging and let you know what we're cooking up. So yeah, just know that this in the pipe, not today, but definitely something that we are trying to push into more streams in the future. I also want to just quickly look at, actually, we want to change this over here. I'm not too sure I care about recharging shields. I want to do damage with this guy. Dropping energy orbs is good, but I don't think we even have the energy orbs unlocked yet. Yeah. Whew, we need some Aethium. That's what we should probably be doing. So we'll have an additional charge, and we need that teleporter for maneuverability. Of course, the Vanguard in and of itself, this thing can go zoom-ins. It's got the zoomies. Really good handling, really good speed. In fact, this is the fastest ship in the game. This is the fastest ship in the game, straight up, if you're looking at its core speed values. So we are going to be utilizing that speed for our evasion, so we don't die super fast. We have a Jaeger and a powerful autocannon. That's a nice little combination. We have all level 10 things. We are at level 11, just to see how much it would cost us. You know, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We're gonna go through here, and we're gonna upgrade everything. We're just gonna upgrade everything that we've got, just to make it a tad better. Now, obviously, once we hit level 12, then this stuff's gonna have to start getting replaced. But playing in Nightmare, oh, we might not be able to upgrade this one. Yeah, we need more quantum processors. I could scrap this. I'm doing it. All right, I'm doing it. Oh gosh. Whew. Part of that feels nasty, but we're doing it. Upgrading the levels here. All the way across, but we're doing all of this. All the way across the board. Because yeah, Nightmare mode, like, it kicks your butt if you don't prepare accordingly. Could I have bought stuff? Probably. Did I want to spend my credits to do so? No. I'd much rather use these little tidbits that I've been collecting through the crafting process. And yeah, just by doing that alone, I'm already seeing like my attributes boosted ever so slightly, not by much, but does make me feel a little bit better. A little bit. Okay, maybe personal sort of thing, but still. All right. Beyond that, the perks that I really want to focus down, tractor beam as well as energy orbs. And to do that, we are also going to just untrack this. So the only two that I've tracked right now are the energy orbs and the tractor beam. Those are my priorities. We need Aethium crystal. So let's go ahead and change over to our resource tracker and just see where we can go for that Aethium crystal. We have a Latin Cedo, and there's a little bit at Abadan too. I really don't want to go back to Ceto just yet. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to just do a little bit more exploration. We could try this high-risk area that drops mines for the Vanguard is not so great. Let's just get a comparison point of like our progress. Let's just see how we're doing, where things are at. This should give us a good case for if things are well or not. Even if things are a little bit well. We can also test with an unknown signal real quick before we go over to the high-risk area. This one's going to be higher level than us, hence the purple. When you see purple, it's usually 3 or more levels higher than you, is the location challenge.
I am receiving a vague reading on a cloaked container.
Sweet! This is perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. So we get a free cloaked container somewhere. Probably have some loot. And the enemies shouldn't be too bad because I'm seeing a bunch of drones. That's always nice. And those guys are off fighting some GMB, so. Also, resources. If we get some Aethium crystal, ooh, I like what I'm seeing. I'm gonna feel real good if we get some Aethium. Got some pure copper, that's always good. Culver. Okay. But Aethium, though. More Culver. Alright, okay. Alright, game. I understand. We're just bulking up a little bit. That shouldn't hurt us too bad. Ooh, wiring kits. And some more copper. Neat, neat, neat. Outlaw drones, a raider, and a scout nearby. Oof. Oh, 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 oh. Just gonna take a momentary breather here before that nonsense. Whew, all right, so we're gonna try and find this open stash, but priority target's gonna absolutely be that sniper drone. All right, here we go. Oh, he's coming to us, that's right, that's right. Come here. We're gonna use our Jaeger here. We just wanna truly focus this guy down. Whoa, that was way too close for comfort, but we got it. We got it. And I think the reward we're looking for is over by those guys. Proto Scout. Okay. Okay, okay. Things are feeling pretty good. Tell you one thing, going from whatever ship we were flying before to this one, I'm feeling so much faster and actually a little bit safer. Perhaps I'm gonna get a little comfortable and that's gonna be my demise, but for now, it's feeling pretty good. Oh, they're too high a level, I can't push them around, oh boy. All right. Oh, there's the pain. There's the pain. Woo, even more pain. All right. Please stop paining me. Oh, Adam. And our weapons are having and I'm running into the, oh gosh, it is, no. Okay, so this is giving us, oh, and we're out of health. Okay, this is giving us some good perspective of progress and how things are going to be going for this particular stream. I still want the loot. I still want the loot. Yeah, a broken pulse laser is not a happy pulse laser. We're gonna try and hope that these guys are just gonna... Yeah, there we go. Okay, good, good. Yes, yes. That's what I like to see. Just one more. There we go. All right. You didn't drop anything and I'm upset with you, but Perhaps we can find the hidden stash and then just get out of here. I see it. Okay, some solar panels ain't too shabby. We will take that. And immediately we're going back to base to, to heal up. Woo! We didn't die. We are alive. No, Damaris, it's been so long. I can't remember what you've looked like. Any tips to speed up the progress of 100%ing all areas? Man, that's a great question. That's a great question. There's a number of ways that you can kind of speed up that exploration process. One is by not dying. I'm not sure if I'm going to be a good example of that this stream. The ship is fast, but man, is it made of paper. But sincerely, there are certain items that can help point you in the right direction. Quite literally, the sensor is going to be one of the most important ones pertaining to 100% completion to help you find better loot. And I can kind of show you what I mean by that by just going straight on over to our inventory. Right now, we just have a standard sensor, which has fairly basic ranges for your ship, loot, and resources, but there are variants of the sensors that put more emphasis on the ships, on the loots, and on the resources respectively. So if you're looking for something more akin to like the loot range to find secrets a little bit better, that's probably going to be the route you want to go. In addition to that, there is a perk that you get from a character later that helps 100% completion elements. We're not quite there yet. I would love to just speed run up to her and get her, but yeah, currently our state is just try not to die, which is not conducive for progressing the story just yet. Let's get that, how did I see that container but not collect it the last time? That's silly. Let's go collect this container and then we'll, I don't know if we should try the high risk area actually. We'll probably go to another location, complete a location challenge or two. Start building ourselves up in different ways. I see a couple of containers over here now. Good, good. Woo! Just clobbered that thing. See you later. That's all the way on the other side. This is comedic at this point. All right, let's just go on. We'll get that the next time we come back, which, you know, will be like 5 seconds from taking damage again. All right. Not Avon Rest. Yawin Orbit. Data fishing still a little too much of a problem for us. I'm feeling like maybe we could go over to Zarkov Border Control. Actually, yeah, I want to do this. This seems good. A customs-made error and vault-worthy are both in our realm of not crazy challenging, but are going to give us credits, experience, the things we need. Things we need. Keep on bringing those questions, guys. I know I just answered one, and Gary's probably mad at me, but we will have a part of the stream where we'll start answering them all in one grouping. Silly
no, I was
me.
hoping you were actually going to pick that one out, to be fair.
Yeah.
I hadn't actually cropped that one.
Okay, cool.
You're good. You're good.
Good, good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I mean, because 100% completing is, you know, it's not exactly easy when you have an open world space game. There's a lot of secret areas and little happenings to find. In fact, another thing that I should mention, I think I still have it bound by default. Oh, I can't push it because I have cheats on. Never mind. Not by choice, it's actually because I have to. It's a Dove build. But there is a functional way to drop markers so that you know, like, of an area that you haven't explored yet or one that you have, so you don't go there again and find stuff that you know, already knew about. Really don't want that mad pallet. Okay, here we go, it's better. And then you can go over there into the base. Nice! Wonderful. Ooh, that's a wall. Okay. Credits. Not many, but, you know, we'll take them. have a battery over here and a secure container over there that needs them. Perfect. Oh, that's an energy sphere socket, not a battery. Not a battery socket. Who is this guy? Is this the one there it's... Symmetry? No, this is not that one. Alright, we're going to put this battery down for the moment. And we're going to start completing other things here. We have 3 other things here. We have a race gate. We've got the warehouse for vault-worthy. We have the waypoint to search for
Reached the warehouse of the Sharkov border control.
all the stuffs.
According to the scientist at Prescott Starbase, their lost shipment should be somewhere inside.
That's correct. Yay, loot! Everybody loves loot. Oh, a color and a blueprint. That's awesome. We got our parcel.
I found the shipment. Let's return to the scientists at Prescott Starbase.
Okay, next thing we want to do is head over to that waypoint. And we're not going to be able to open all of it. Okay, yeah, here's the more... Okay. I could probably take a battery with me. And that'll be very apparent once we get there, but... Let's just go ahead and head over there first. Lots of unlocks today. This is nice. This is nice. Nice big green light saying, hey, there's probably something to look at nearby. Good, good. Yeah, that's a kind of a point of reference for any time you're wondering. See those 3 generators? We need batteries there. And we've actually found all 3 batteries. We flew by all of them. But the big thing that we're doing is this right here. But anytime you are trying to 100% complete, keep your eyes peeled for things that are maybe a little out of the blue or just are sticking out like a sore thumb. Lots of points of interest are created by our designers, our level design process, in order to reward following the eye candy. Poking about and figuring out like basic patterns like, oh, there's kind of like a stream of asteroids going off in this direction. Go to the end of that. Maybe you'll find something. Lol. Come here, yo. I am not a coward by hiding. This is called strategery. Yes. Hey, stop it.
Aluminium.
There we go. Thanks, Hive. I like how
terrible English accent. Sorry.
Oh, of course, of course. I also want to just point out that I love how the snarky British AI companion gave me a compliment while you are laughing at me. That's great. Perfectly timed. All right, so we got Vault-worthy taken care of. Now let's do the Citizens of Velocity race. I always love racing the Vanguard because, as previously mentioned, this is actually the fastest ship in the game. Obviously, there are ways to tweak and modify all of the ships to be very super fast, but generally speaking, this is probably your best bet for completing races to get platinum, just to go for that true 100%, if you will, because you can still 100% without getting platinums on everything. Unless you count achievements, in which case, no, you have to get platinums. But yeah, let's do this. And as I've mentioned before, I am skipping dialogue of story chains and missions and stuff like that, just for the sake of saving a little bit of time for these streams. I can't even remember this one very well. Oh, this has the long straightaway. Oh, we should have energized boost at the ready. Oh well. It's fine. We don't even have that much energy. Oh my gosh. We did not prepare for a race at all. That's silly. Like, just look at this. Look at this beautiful straightaway. That would have been nice to have an energized boost. Oh well. Not too shabby. I'll take it for now. Another big thing I always recommend, actually I have a recharge booster, huh. I was gonna say I recommend using recharge boosters for these because the recharge rate generally aids in the process of racing, but look at me. It's probably because I have low frame rate right now. Whoa, all right. Look at that. It's probably because just level. Just need to make more progress to get higher stats. Build ourselves up. You know, the traditional RPG standard. That connection to the power fantasy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Well, clearing all that away, that felt really good, but we got like no experience gains for that. So let's keep poking about. The energy spirit dispenser. Oh, it's this guy right here. This is the frame drop station. All right, noted. Let's just start taking some of these over to that location. Follow the green lights. I could be playing this a little bit more carefully, and instead of just boosting into the unknown, there are like pockets of well, sight, I guess you could call it. I'm playing a little bit more cheeky because I do know the layout of this particular site a bit more than other ones. Battery number 1. Other batteries over there, yep, okay. Gonna grab the loot in this area. This is also not too bad of a location to just kind of stock up on supplies because after a certain time, oh my gosh, I see the frame drops again. Oh my gosh. Talking about all the tricks in the game's like, no, don't do it, frame drops. Oh, oh frames. Hang in there, game, don't worry. We can also, we can do this, which will probably alleviate most of that issue. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is gonna be close. Maybe not as close as I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, there's a healthy amount of loot that will respawn. Look at this, we're all maxed out. Oh, that's great to see. That is great to see. So before we start picking up other things, let's get this battery. We got 2 batteries left. That one, and there's one more over here. Let's just go get it. And top off that side area. It's a bigger one. Oh wait, battery's done. Yes? No? I'm crazy? I'm crazy. On the end. Welcome everybody who's sneaking in. Must be the new content. No. Nah. Sometimes the stream of EVERSPACE 2 gets a little chonky just because of having to encode for the stream itself, in addition to, you know, having the game being run. There's some challenges that can occur at times. This location is has been decently well optimized. Almost there. My ship is so small, yeah, it's a small boy. He's a tiny little feller. I like them though. Look at all of this stuff. Is that not neat? And we shouldn't collect any of it because because our pouches are full. So let's I'm so glad we did all that hard work to not collect anything. If I recall correctly, there is a port. Well, no, there might not be a port nearby. We need to go somewhere else. But we unlocked the thing. That's the important part, right? Progress was made. So let's go to a port. Is that going to be my closest one again? I mean, I think I can dock. No, there's not a docking port here. Oh my gosh. I think we have to go back to Noah already. Look at that. Look at this. All right, let's start answering some questions. We're doing a little bit of back and forth thing, so let's answer some questions.
Right. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. A few questions lined up. First up, we have Tube. He's noticing that the NPC flying patterns are a bit static and simplistic. I know previously we'd looked at AI kind of being almost dynamic in their flight paths. Is there any chance that we could see an upgrade to the AI?
It's a curious question. It's definitely something that we've talked about internally. As far as like flight paths are concerned, we've actually designated a lot of the flight paths that you see like GMB go on, for example. Like say, this is where you can warp in, this is where you'd probably want to move to in their respective areas, since they are handcrafted, right? That way they don't just go bonking into things or, you know, jump into a bounce right off of a station. You know, that would just be absolutely hilarious, and definitely didn't happen at all during development, not once. I think there was actually an animated GIF that was shared with the community. Do you guys all remember that? It was like the multi-transport warp-in explosion. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that? But regardless, yeah, very intentional pathways we actually chose for a lot of the NPCs on that front. But can we add more? Will we change some? I mean, it's possible. I would say right now, the biggest focal point we have is like adding in content. So that's going to be, I mean, probably no spoilers, I hope. We've said a lot of this anyway. Like that's going to be stuff like new items. It's going to be stuff like perhaps new perks. It's going to be stuff like perhaps new locations. It's going to be, you know, stuff to engage with and do things with. And then once we've made fair progress on that front, then we can kind of go in and say, okay, what systems are going to complement this more accordingly? And one of those systems is, in fact, the AI. Would it make sense for this enemy type to do this thing? Like a new enemy type, for example. Would it make sense for that to do this thing? Could we expand upon what we did here with a previous location that we did back then, etc., etc.? So we'll see. We'll see. That's the big answer to the question is we'll see. I'm going to be hopeful on that front. Still, I would be gentle with your expectation of it, but yeah.
Yeah, I think people were also thinking how the AI react in a combat situation as well. Because I think there was something very early on in the Kickstarter where we were looking at AI patterns, etc., and how it could be very dynamic.
Yeah, and that was something that I'd mentioned too. I was like, yeah, this is something we wanted to do, something we wanted to look into and see what the full capabilities would be like. And unfortunately, it was one of those things where if we wanted to pursue, it was going to be a pretty hefty amount of development time just for that alone. And in the midst of that discussion, we had so many other ideas churning, and we just never really were able to push through that very expansive time that it would have taken to do that. We just had far greater priorities. So through that entire process though, you know, it doesn't mean we say, oh, we can't do this right now, we're gonna do this, and never look at that again, right? So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds together.
Love it. Right. Next question from Wizard Jerry over on YouTube. It's just a curious question. They're wondering if they equip 2 Bloodstar pieces of gear, will Retaliators drop Bloodstar gear, i.e. will Bloodstar set affect the drop chance for Bloodstar gear from Outlaw units work? very complex question.
I do not believe that does affect those. I'd have to look at the hard numbers, but to my understanding, that value only increases all other outlaw types. All other outlaw types. That does include like retaliators and Zerillia, because they are technically outlaws, but it doesn't multiply the drop chances already on Bloodstar. So that's a great question. I can follow up to give you greater clarity on that, like in the Discord, because I know that you're floating in there. But yeah, I'm rather confident that it does not affect those modifiers.
Excellent. Right, switching back to Slorin for the next question on YouTube. He's noticed that unknown signals, you can destroy all GMB or coalition present without any consequences to your reputation.
Yep.
At the Ogni station, you can eliminate all GMB and then the station turrets, which have turned hostile, and then dock and have a pleasant shopping experience in conversation with the locals. All of this seems a bit odd. Will this be tweaked, changed?
Oh, whoop, music just died. Hang on one second. Sorry.
Timing.
Okay, yeah, timing was really bad there. So yeah, basically, the reputation system was something of a massive decision that we had to all come together with at ROCKFISH and figure out if it would be healthy or not to change how it was working. As you guys probably know, when we originally had plans for the reputation system, before it was called Renown, we wanted to have various faction relationships. So with Outlaw, or with like a sub-faction of Outlaw, like the Retaliators, or with sub-factions of GMB, like GMB Defense, GMB Mining, stuff like that. But we ended up scrapping that. And the big reason is because it would have taken like 10 times as long to implement all these various chains and reward systems and interactions. And then on top of that, it would take even longer to figure out, well, if the relationship with this faction is like this, then what should that one do to like balance things out? Like like if we were to go that route, we'd want to go hard, right? We want to make that system work in every degree capacity possible. And we couldn't do that. Not with our vision, not with the scope, not with our development team and time, all of that. We couldn't do it. So we said, what can we do? How can we make this satisfying for the player to go achieve things and be rewarded for it? Which is how we landed on the renown system. So it's just your renown of everyone else and how they're seeing you, right? And your renown is not necessarily bound to being good, even though you do gain a lot of renown through doing good. But you don't ever lose renown. You don't ever lose renown. And again, that was a decision that we came to internally as well. Losing renown also would create a couple of unfortunately complicated systems that would have also added quite a number to the pool. And thus, it did not happen. So I say all of this mainly to answer your question, as you can probably tell what the answer is already. But no, there are not plans. There are not plans to do that. Because of the time constraints and the needs that would require. Yeah. So let's answer another question. Yeah.
Wizard Jerry on YouTube, they said that they noticed an anime-style girl on one of the screen zooms, Prescott Starbase, and they wondered if that was anything to do with any of the backers, or was it designed in-house?
I'd have to get confirmation, but I'm like 99.99% sure that it was just, we wanted to add something that was like sci-fi referential, goodness. So, but yeah, our testers did invoke some curiosity with what we could do though, and we have some little nods to, I mean, as you guys know, through early access in and of itself, there were a lot of adjustments and tweaks made on your part. That's right, you, right there, looking at this screen, watching this happenings going on. Yeah, we've done a number, but I don't think those in particular were because of any particular person. It was more just, we want to do this.
Right. Last question just for now is from Flory on Twitch. He's just wondering, is there going to be any further hot fixes or bug fixes in the near future? I know, obviously, that we've come across a few little things that need tweaking here and there, but wondering if there's anything planned that we can talk about.
Yeah, so I mean, it's hard to say. Is there anything planned to talk about, like all of that? Because I mean, the short of it is that I mean, if we can add another addition to the game to like fix a bug that is causing people grief, like a black screen, for example, when just trying to play the game. Yeah, I mean, we want to get it out there as soon as possible, and that's just kind of the nature of how hotfixes are going to work. As soon as the elements can be in place in a stabilized build, then yeah, we'd push a hotfix because the problem is hot and it needs to be fixed. That's where the trend even comes from. As of right now, there's not too many what I would deem critical hotfixes that are affecting a lot of people. There's a couple of problems that are affecting a small number, and we do still take those very seriously, let me be clear. And we would like to rectify certain issues and tweak some elements around. So it's certainly possible that we could just surprise you all and, you know, next week push a button and be like, oh, surprise, patch, you know, whatever. But can't really say when that would potentially happen, if that would potentially happen, other than also confirming that there is going to be a free content update, at least one free content update, which that will likely be in a similar fashion where it's like, oh, hey, surprise, free content. So, cool.
Excellent. All done for now.
Oh, yeah, and BiteFlux said, like, the flak freezing bug. Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, goodness, Byte, that bug, that was like, that one bug. We had pulled several team members to try and like focus that down, and also had like a dedicated testing community to help isolate that. What an absolute frustration. Not only for us to find, but I'm sure for everyone who is experiencing that. And gosh dang, we knew we had to get it fixed though. We knew we had to get it resolved, and that's why we stayed the course. And even though it did take several weeks, it was imperative that we would knock that one out of here. Get it gone. And happy that we did. Can't start a race during an active... Wait a second. Did I start something and not... Here, let's go finish this. Maybe that's what it's talking about. Did I miss a thing? I skipped the trader. Anyway. Yeah, that flag bug. Screw that guy. If it comes back, oh my gosh. We're... Like, there will be... like a completely coordinated facepalm, then sigh from every single person working at Rockfish Games. So if you happen to have it, that sucks. Let us know, but just know that will actually happen. Okay, where is the vault-worthy? Is it on the side or is it up? I can't remember on this one. Oh wait, no, I think it's up here. Is it? No, it's not on that side. On the other side? Aha! Oh. Ugh. This isn't the vault worthy, but we'll take it. Jaeger and a recharge booster? How do you compare? How do you compare? I'd rather have the slow target. I'd rather have the slow target, and recharge booster, mine's straight up better. Wow, okay. Whoop! Also, just a random point. Anytime you get like a timed challenge where there's a door that opens for a certain amount of time, know that if you fly through that, and it's like an enclosed space like this, if you make it inside, the door will just reopen. We made sure that we don't soft lock the game on that front. That's so never be scared of that. Never be scared of that. There was a very short time where that did happen, and we fixed it.
Here's another vault.
There it is. All right.
There is no proprietary status assigned to any of them.
Well then, it can't be stealing, can it?
Your self-servant here without any shred of further investigation is a
Yay, whack-a-mole!
I think that's all of them.
Can we turn our attention back to matters of greater importance now?
There's something oddly satisfying about interrupting Hive every half second there.
This is not one of those moments.
Ooh, hello.
We told you he would crack it. Now we crack him. Attack!
Good, good. That drone was supposed to crash into something. That's fine. We'll take what we can get and we won't throw a fit. Now we need to read. Wait, when did Adam learn to read? Lore question. Read! Read! Can't help but wonder if there's something not triggering properly here. So the last time I did this, I was able to read that, but you know what? We're gonna just pretend like there's not a bug in the world. Because this is absolutely bug-free, the perfect game. Clearly not hitting it hard enough. I'll go back and just full speed ahead. That should probably do the trick. Adam can't read, he's a prime ballista, that's true. That's true. I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that the game thinks I'm trying to do a quest. Maybe I found a new bug. Or this could just be a development build bug. Ear scratches, all right. Let's see if this triggers. If this will let me do the race, then something's weird. But if it doesn't, I think that there's a bug associated with being in a conversation. Okay, all right. Well, maybe not, okay. All right, well, we're doing the race. This is fine. Also, these streams are pre-recorded, that way there's no errors made during the course of these streams. Actually, I like this race. It's kind of a fun one. Just, I can't go very fast yet. I just don't have the energies. Or the skills. Goodness gravy, some player skills out there. You guys are nutso, and I love it. I love every second of it. Wasn't too bad. I'll take that first try in a tier 2 Vanguard. We're gonna try reading this one more time. Wait, there's loot. How did I miss the loot? Let's get the loot first. Then we're gonna go try and read. See if my collegiate education will actually be put to good use. Woo! We'll just scoop this up through the walls. That's fine, excellent. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? All our questions were predicted by ChatGPT, that's right. I'm actually a robot. I don't know how to explain that. It's gonna be awkward helping my wife understand that, but still, like, it's, you know, it's the day and age, man. So what? All automated. Crazy. I wonder if I can get like a weird angle on this to read. No, you're still not gonna let me interact at all? None? Nada? Okay. Alright, game, that's fine. That's fine. This is fine. Okay. This was an energy? No, that's the read. Okay, that's, well, you know, we did talk about this earlier about how like you can ping things to come back to. And just in case that decides to like vanish from us and be like, haha, you can't remember where that's at, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add that little blip there. Now, you can add these blips by using numpad, or no, the side keyboard thing, you know, with the little keyboard. what's that called? I forget what it's
It's
called.
a numpad, yeah.
It is the numpad. Okay, thank you. Whenever you push the plus button, I believe it's the plus button, it drops that. I rebound mine. But yeah.
To numpad minus.
Oh, you. But also, anytime you use that, even on the map, like if you're looking around, you can have up to 3 at any location. I think did I drop one at one of these previous locations? I felt like I did. Even maybe as an example. Oh, maybe I also removed it. But now when we fly around, you can actually see it on the map when you zoom in, but also there's like a little dot right there. Do you see that? A little dot. And you can store up to 3. So it's like cataloged on this now, saying, hey, you marked something. Perhaps you want to go back there and check it out at a later time or after you've like accomplished some goal. So it's a little quality of life feature that we added in part because of you guys. So good suggestion, y'all. We're happy with it. Oh, I see Spoot Knight engaged with the reputation system discussion, saying there's too few factions to justify a proper reputation system. And I am inclined to agree. I am inclined to agree. I will also not say anything else on the matter. In case Michael's watching. Yeah. You know, it's kind of funny because at one point during development, and just clarity, what I'm about to tell you is a faux pas that I made. A misunderstanding that I had. Whenever we were in the ideation phase of EVERSPACE 2, at one point I kind of thought the way that the gameplay experience was going to be is that like you had these different regions that had faction ownership of them. And that faction ownership could change based on certain events happening in the game world or what you were doing. And then you'll have like bases you destroy and capture for other factions and all of like this crazy fun stuff. And I thought, man, that reminds me of like, it actually reminded me of Grand Theft Auto, which one, was that 3? Where you have like the gang territories and stuff. And I thought, oh, that could be a really neat system. And then I like went off on these like little escapades with the team. You're like, oh yeah, this is what we should totally do. Because I didn't realize that that wasn't what we were doing at all. It wasn't in the vision. It was way too complicated for what we were trying to accomplish. And I imagine that you guys could pick up on that with how I described how we had to dump the reputation system and go for the renown system. But yeah, at one point, hey, we found Atheum Crystal. That's what we need. That was my understanding, and I was making all these weird suggestions to go that direction that were totally not applicable to the direction we were supposed to be taking the game. Whee! Fun stuff. It would be really cool, though. But, you know, it would be... sincerely, it would actually become a completely different game at that point. Like, wildly different. Like even if that was like a DLC, that would be a massive. You'd have to like completely redesign. Yeah, that'd be nuts. That's not gonna happen either. Like just in case anybody's thinking that like I'm being a sneaky tease. No. That's just not a thing that's going to happen. Not in the vision. Excellent. Miss. Good. Let's try that again. Okay. Oh, you got hit. Okay, good. That was a little more tedious than it probably should have been. Fun fact, did you know that EMP disables mines? If you didn't, now you do. You can actually come in a pinch. Help out in a pinch. Trying to remember how to solve this. I know there's like some pieces nearby. I'm just gonna keep blowing stuff up, collecting some scrap metal and plasma. Almost always get those two resources exclusively from destructibles. So if you're lacking plasma or scrap for especially the creation of certain components or consumables, that's how you get them. Also buying from base too, but I digress. Feel like there was like an added, you have to explore something nearby to get the things. Speaking of getting the things, did we get enough for, still haven't got enough. How many do we have? Wow, we need like 100 more. Okay, all right, okay. Wowzers, that's a bit more than I thought. Yeah, Biteflux, you're nailing it actually with your points. That there's only, I'm just gonna read this aloud. Biteflux on Twitch says, yeah, there's only one version of the story the game lets you play, so having reputations would be difficult since altering faction relationships with yourself and among each other could change the story progression. Yes, absolutely. That is definitely a factor. It's not the factor. There were a couple of the factors, but it was one of many ramifications for going that route, which would just overcomplicate what we were trying to do with the EVERSPACE 2 experience and why we didn't. Yeah. And not to mention just the sheer amount of time, that volume of content that it would require. Excessive amounts of work. Get this Desbrez out of the way. Careful, those are explosive. There's one bulletproof container. And we will follow the trail of debris. Well, we should have followed, I should have indicated all of this debris right here in the mines being an indicator of where this is hiding. But I digress. We did kind of follow this trail from over here, which is how we got there. Pretty sure that the other power core is at the other site. But we'll find it. We'll get there. One! Okay, debris. You're hinting like something's over here now. Aha! All right. Power core, containers, delightful. Thermogun might not be a bad choice right now, honestly. With our high speed, sometimes it's better to just fly and shoot as opposed to focus down and shoot. I'll think on that one. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and dismantle that for the time being. Another recharge booster. How do you compare? Firepower instead of precision. I think I'll actually take that. I think I'll take that. Let's get rid of the autocannon, and we'll take that. Cool. I missed that other notification. Did we get 100% completion, or did we just complete the location challenge? Shoot, I missed it. If only I had the companion that would tell me otherwise. I'm pretty sure I got it, but...
Now you've got that next mainframe component, would you be able to just talk through what mainframe components are and how
sure.
you utilize them, etc.?
Absolutely, absolutely. So we did get that, and that's also going to alleviate a slot for us too. Mainframe expansion comes over here. We've got all these upgrades. And it's like, oh, I want more firepower, right? Wrong. I actually have to have here. Let me reduce this one by 1. We'll reduce this one by 1. Now we have 4. When we add here, this is the 1, 2, 3. The third slot, it's going to take 3 of them to add that 1 power. Each one of these slots costs 1, costs 2, costs 3, costs 4, costs 5. Each one of these slots adds a 5% attribute increase to that respective attribute. And right now, I really want more firepower. I'd like to have a little bit more expertise too, but it's fine. So we'll go like this, and this is okay. What do we get in the data tab? What do we? Oh yeah, we need to take that back to Prescott. Lol. Sorry, Prescott. I forgot about you. How dare I? 100% I saw it, thanks to the man offline one. I see a comment says back on the block list. No. We don't ignore. Well, most of the time we don't ignore. We just also make sure that we're responding to like valid questions and having conversation and appropriate topics and stuff. You guys are free to like get somewhat, you know, off topic and stuff in the chats, of course. I mean, it's an online chat. If it gets too much, obviously we'll shake our finger at you and maybe even show you the door. Hopefully it doesn't get that far. But yeah, it's, you know, it's a process. It's a process.
You cannot dock here.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, we have.
Cool. Parcel delivered. 2,000 XP and credits. All right. That was nice. That was nice. All right, let's go ahead and start. Oh, we can't sell here. We need to go sell somewhere else. So there's your parcel. Now I'm gonna go to a shop. Maybe not Cato. Let's go to G&B office. Peruse some jobs. Then we're gonna start poking about, maybe in the main mission chain, maybe? 22 flawless? Wow. It's expensive. It's a little pricey. A little pricey. How many more do we need for this? 16? I mean, to start having energy orbs drop, I think it's totally worth it, honestly. So let's go ahead and buy 16 of these chonkers. Plonk. Wow. Dang near 5K though. Whew. All right. But yeah, let's go ahead and invest. Get some energy orb drops. Energy orbs can be rather delightful when it comes to maintaining and keeping your charge throughout the game. As I'm leveling it up, the benefits continue. Every time these drop, they give you like a little bit of a weapon and a engine boost. Just gives you a little bit more energy back. And as you can see, as listed here, every time you're upgrading them, those benefits just keep going. Crystal diet. Hang on a second. Can we craft crystal diet? Crystal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We could just make one more. We're using Aethium crystal, which we need for the other perk, but that's fine. Let's go. Yeah. Now they're also going to heal some shield energy. Oh sweet. Destroying can also drop. Look at, oh goodness, we're just going. We'll get the bigger energy orbs, the unique ones, the purple ones that just give a, oh gosh, look at this. Look at this. We are cruising and now we're blocked. Heat detector and Culver crystal. All right, that's fine. I think heat detectors require Culver crystal if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, they don't. They require flawless Aethium. Excellent, good, wonderful. All right, well, let's sell some stuff, get some of our credits back at least. Man, Man, finding a lot of things that don't have a lot of value over here in Union. Sell that for creds. If that had a better modifier, I'd be contemplating that more, but because it sucks, I'm just getting rid of it. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I need the focused power of a autocannon. Plus, it's got the powerful modifier on it, and that's real good. That's real good. So, all right. Nice little upgrade. I slept on the energy orbs too long. Yeah, Pandini. Yeah, no, I totally hear you there. They are seriously good. Energy cores are very valuable. In fact, I'm going to change this over to energy leak to have my opponents drop energy orbs. The idea with this ship, believe it or not, is to get in close, generally behind your foe. Actually, no, there's no foes. Get in close behind your foes to maximize damage. So it's kind of like a close combat fighter, but not a front fight. Like you have to think of it like an actual rogue class from a fantasy game. Like that's how it's more defined in its play style. And so you're supposed to be up close in combat with this ship. With how fast it is, you can usually run circles around your opponent. Maybe I can give an example of that here with a foe or two that's out in the blue.
Cloudy here, but impressive.
I saw shots being fired, but no, I'm not. Okay. Nope. A few too many for my tastes. Oh my gosh. This isn't too bad. We could do something like that. Here, they're drones. They're all drones, which is not going to be effective use against, but hey, they're isolated. Also, starting to hear a ping. I mean, something secret's nearby.
Oh boy.
Now you're in range. Okay, there we go. Now, actually, this isn't a good example either because these Vipers also are up close and personal. Can usually be a little problematic. That's fine. Okay, where was that pinging coming from? Down here? Yes. Into the cotton candy we go! Yep, so in a case like an area of this nature, sometimes it's not just a matter of keeping your eyes peeled, but it's keeping your ears open. For all those 100% completionists out there. Completioners out there. There are other areas, and we've been to one before in a previous stream, where you can see a debris field that go right over there. You see the debris field that's going down. You follow that trail, there's a secret down there as well. A lot of the secrets we hide in the game, they're not just randomly plugged in to make your life miserable and you have to like scrub every square inch. A lot of times we are making intentional level design choices for those. I mean, maybe we do have like one cheeky secret that's like, you have to just randomly come across it just because, but I honestly don't think it's even that hard to find. It's one in Cedo, the one that I'm thinking about. That's the dispenser, that's the socket. Cool, look at this. This game basically plays itself, am I right? Oh. Not really sure how that worked, but okay. I think I was supposed to put it in a tube. But I'm not gonna complain. I think the idea... No, maybe not. No, maybe this isn't one that I thought it was supposed to be. Oh no, this is totally the design that it was supposed to be, yeah. So let's try to do this the way that it's meant to go. So whenever you shoot this, it opens up this chamber. Man, I just totally found an exploit. Excellent. You're supposed to open up this chamber. And I'm gonna align this a bit better by going like this. So you want to shoot that, and then you want to shoot that through, and you want to open this too, so that it keeps going down the tube. You want to open this, it keeps going down the tube, and then it goes into the socket like that, instead of just flying up to it and going through the wall. I'm gonna mark that down as a bug, but you know, if you haven't completed that challenge yet, go ahead and you know, exploit the heck out of it. That's hilarious. There, you know, walls are a tricky business. Can we all agree that hitboxes are just... I feel like hitboxes is like one of the things that just drive a developer mad. Woo! We accomplished it the way that it was supposed to, but we also cheesed it. So we're gonna call that as a win. Let me just make sure I got the naming convention right here. Oh my gosh. Back to the game we go. That had a pretty good drop too. It was a nice one. Level 10s, let's go fight them. Why not? Do we have more questions that have built up?
We've got a couple lined up.
Sweet, let's do it.
YouTube user Nilo Nova is wanting to ask, are we going to see any improvements to crafting? Currently past a certain point in the game, there's no reason to craft superiors after you're getting into the Starforge stuff.
Okay, yeah, so we never wanted the crafting system to be the be-all, end-all of the game. And we've mentioned that a couple of times. It's meant to complement the player as they're progressing through. Much actually like you saw me when I started the stream, I had all level 10s. I upgraded it. I upgraded all my stuff because I wanted to have the best chances. And since I've been investing into the crafting system, it's gonna hook me up on our progress through the game. In the in-game state, we did not want there to be important or imperative crafting systems that replace looting. Looting is king in our game. You need to go find stuff. Found stuff should always be better than stuff that you craft. Of course, the modifying system can make something you find even better. And on the front of modifying, we may or may not be revisiting certain aspects or adding certain aspects to how that comes together. I cannot confirm we are going to, but we have had a number of discussions pertaining to how those elements are coming together and how they're not coming together in some degree or capacity in some cases. And yeah, might be something that we look into. Can't do any sort of guarantees on that front either. But yeah, short answer is crafting is, we're fairly happy with where it's at. Modifying in a late game state to make the crafting system more meaningful, could see changes, maybe. Not definitive. Next question, please.
Right, Flory wants to know over on Twitch, there's places or areas in Union that are protected by the OCAR, but in the Drake system, places are looked after by the Coalition, but they're not protected by the OCAR in terms of the wanted system. Is there a specific reason for that?
Yeah, so basically the OCAR aren't really even in the Drake system. The Drake system is a bit closer to the Colonial line, and the Drake system was more, it was like a hot resource area at the start of the war, but over the course of the years of the war going on, the resources were heavily depleted, and there was a faction that was, two factions that were created from it, actually, One that wanted to continue serving the colonials and give them everything they possibly could. And then the other faction that was like, wow, the colonials have completely drained us. We're going to go do our own thing, which are the Zerulia and the Retaliators. And having whatever resources are left within Drake. Like, Drake's been mostly procured from its resources. And so it wasn't really a target for the Okar to assail the colonials. There just wasn't a military force there. It was just an empty system to them, right? It was just filled with gang wars at that point. So even after the wars concluded, whenever the colonials were rebuilding the DMZ and figuring out where the hot places of transport were in commerce and everything else, the Drake system still wasn't really revisited because there just wasn't a lot being offered there. Especially in the case of a lot of violence of these gang wars that continued to transpire. The coalition also was formated through some of those events as well, but the short of it is that there was no reason for the colonials to go in and say, oh, hey, we want to protect this territory that's overrun by effectively criminals. So that agreement was never made, so the Okar do not protect the Drake system. They do not protect it. That was a big explanation for a very simple question, but that's sincerely why.
Okay. Yeah, Flori's just kind of put it in a different term. He's just wondering why is the wanted system only used by the Okar and not other factions?
Oh yeah, well, that also kind of goes into what a reputation system idea we had before looked like. So, yeah. The Okar reputation system stuck around in the sense of the wanted system. But other factions, we kind of separated them out saying, you know, they're more neutral parties in all of this, whereas the Okar are like, they are Okar. There's a very intentional reason why the Okar are marked differently than just GMB, which are colonial, right? It's intentional reasons for that. So yeah, that's really the short of it. It stuck around, the other ones didn't. Next question, if there is one.
Yeah, right, you've got one, sorry, yeah. Just finding one of those pesky scammers on our Discord.
How dare they?
How dare they, indeed. Get out. Right, Slurry Tetson over on YouTube. Will we eventually be seeing jobs in places like Zarkov and maybe Kait, possibly even Keone down the line? It seems there could be jobs sectioned at the Vesna colony, perhaps?
There's possibilities for that, like in adding more stations and more places to, like, say, I don't know, get a new ship from. But it's something of a discussion point right now. I say that not as a jab to any of my coworkers, by the way. But yeah, I mean, it's certainly something that we think certain locations could use a little bit more, but we also don't want to go too crazy on that front. We don't think that every single system needs to have one of everything, right? Some systems need to be more for resource collection instead of, you know, station trading, you know. So there's a lot of factors that come into that. It's possible we could revisit and add, but yeah. I think it's more likely that we will add new locations altogether that could offer some of those desired services. I'm pretty sure I haven't 100% of this location yet. There's a number of little secrets here and there. We might just have to revisit this whenever we have more information. Oh, ooh, a lead. Wait, didn't we get this one though? Hang on a second. Are you teasing me, game? Did I actually not collect something down here? I didn't get this? I could have sworn I made that a talking point. But yeah, we follow the debris into the cloud. Get the valuable shipwreck. Excellent. Wow. And then you can also see that light over there, so you have some semblance of where things are at. That way you can get out. That's not always the case, but we tried to make visual cues so that you're not 100% lost in the clouds, because that's not fun. We adjusted them. Another Friday and another amazing Rockfish stream. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to everybody who's swinging in right now. You guys really make my day, and I appreciate you so much. It is good stuff. Did we have another question, Gary? Or
we've got a suggestion from Frog, and I don't know if we be something that we'd look to implement potentially further down the line about a different unknown signal type, where you get 20 plus G&B freighters jumping in, and it's kind of a challenge mode to see how many you can take down before they jump away.
So I love that, and so there. I mean, you guys have actually seen, like, through early access, we actually added in more not job types. Actually, there were a couple job types, but a couple new unknown signals that were not actually planned. Like, we were they just organically sort of evolved into the game. We're like, it would be nice to add these sort of things in. One of those things, and maybe shame on us, I'm not sure. One of these things is the equivalent of a beanbag, right? It's that you go to a site and it's a trap, right? And we wanted to have like this sort of wave battle thing. And we were like looking at each other going, why haven't we done like these wave battle things in like hardly any other part of the game? Granted, you know, we also introduced the battle, you know, system as well and stuff like that. But we want to, yeah, it's possible we could do a little bit more of that. There's certain things that we would like more of, and I think that particular description of what you're talking about, probably one of them. I've been kind of veering away from Yawin Orbit, but you know what? We're getting into the last 45 minutes of the stream here. I want to dive in. Let's see what we can do. We got our time extender at the ready. We have a pretty decent loadout. It's nothing to write home about. What's a decent loadout? We got some teleportation to get out of Dodge like we did earlier in the stream and didn't cost us a life. We've got pretty nice EMP, pretty nice the magnetic repulsor.
The freelancer agent promised a handsome reward if you steal all data from the outlaws in the area.
In fact, this side mission is also one of those hold your ground missions. I think it's so appropriate that I'm flying over here right now. But yeah, these waves can be, these waves are a little bit brutal. Like, you ask anybody who did this, like even at the level that you're supposed to be, it's a level 12 mission. We're at level 11 right now. It might sting a little bit.
Oh, it's awful, this mission.
But it is a challenge.
Yeah.
So we're gonna clear out some of the turrets. Collect some explodey bits too, maybe? Yeah. Oh yeah. Aw, copper went into the rock. How dare it? How dare it? This is a live stream. We're supposed to look the best. Making us look bad. Unfortunate. Alright, so we're gonna grab this power core, fly on down here, plug it in, plug it in. That is a commercial reference jingle. Props to those who recognize it. Yes, it was! Oh my gosh, I love it. You guys are smart. Thank you. Thank you for your smartness. Now I'm also going to wipe out this base first before we start, because I sometimes can float around when I'm defending and I don't want to get yoinked by a turret or a missile defense platform, of which, as you can see, there are many. Ouchie pain! Okay, we're just gonna wait here for some of those punks to come around and greet us. There you are. There you are. Yes. There's more than I would like there to be. I was wanting like 1 or 2, and there's like 4. All right, okay. Oh, maybe there was just 3. Look, math has never been my strong point. My strong suit. All right. A little bit more, just taking our time. No rush. You punk over here. Like, I feel the urge, like, how many of you guys are like, whenever you're doing like the circle strafe, where you just like want to in your seat, you're just... I just have like this uncontrollable urge. I mean, I say that and I can control it, but still.
Probably why your chair squeaks so much.
Oh my gosh. See me play a platforming game. Scrape up some more destructibles here. That is a tower. Excellent. Oh, come on! Thankfully, these things do not take very long. Oh my gosh. You can't just fly in and do that when everything's gunning you down. You have to clear out the territory first, which is actually why some of those are designed like that. I promise it's not to annoy you, it's so that it takes time. Clear out the area first. It's intentionally designed like that, albeit slightly annoying. Oh, we're aggroing too much. Hang on a second. All things considered, it's looking like this territory isn't giving us as many problems as I thought it was going to, so I'll take that. Those are turrets, okay, yep. Those are mines, that's a missile I do not want to collide with. Woo! Ramen. Okay, let's take out this base, and I think we can at least start the first one. The first one, he said. Yep, the first one. I don't like that noise. It's not a happy noise. It was far away. Neat. We'll get this container, flip around, gather some more loot. Aethium crystal. We need so much more aethium crystal. Whew. Sweet, that's a lot of credits. That makes me happy.
Did you just try shooting a bulletproof container?
Did you stop it? I was hoping nobody would notice, but goodness. It was a demonstration to show you how it's not effective.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
100%. Yeah, guys, don't do that, it's dumb. There we go. More destructibles! Yay! I think that's about it over here. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and start this data fishing. And hold the line. But right before, let's just make sure. That's unfortunate. Ooh, that's a good weapon. Fat consumption sucks. That's tempting. That is really tempting. All right, I think we're not gonna do it right now. We need the precision. Because missing calibrated prime zapper shots is just, you have no energy left and then you just die. I do like the plus 11 speed. We're gonna swap that out. I know we're getting precision instead of firepower, but I'll accept. I'll accept that for now. All right. And just because, let's just give ourselves a little savey save. If we're gonna add to the death count this stream, now's the time. So we have to stay in a fairly decent area to this in order for it to charge. We might be okay just because of the speed of this particular ship. Like, we're fairly evasive. So long as I don't do anything super dumb. Okay, all right.
You were saying?
Did anyone else have like a heart palpitation? I feel like I need to go see a doctor. That was ridiculous! Oh my gosh! All right, well, you know, we're gonna play things slow, literally. We're just gonna absolutely wild. For a brief second, I thought that was another detonator drone. I was like, are you serious? No, it was not. Jeez. An elite, oh no. Oh no. All right, we're gonna save the very little time extender there that we have. Where are they coming from? Okay, where'd that elite go? Okay, this is fine. Secondary weapons damaged. Oof. All right. Next one, I'm sure it'll be totally great. Jeez. A smart man would go to a station and repair, but I am not a smart man. Let's keep going. What could possibly go wrong, you might ask? Absolutely nothing. The sheer level of skill and ability that I possess. It's unprecedented. Oh, not close enough. Hang on a second. I need to get this guy, actually. Oh man, that was cool. I sent him into the fuel canisters. He went a little further than I wanted him to go. Come over here. We're gonna wait to use our other devices. Really? There we go. Ooh! That was nice. We could use a little bit of a stat boost there. We've been putting in the work after all. Is there a turret on the side? Just the gun. Oh no! Did you see the line? I saw the. There you are, you punk! Oh, get out of here! No one invited you. Ooh. No! Whoa! I don't think that would have ended our life. We actually need to supercharge our shield. That's a power that our beautiful little ship here has that no other ship possesses. We can superpower our ship. That's too many sounds. Nope. Please. Woo! Hang on, let me transfer your call. All right. Here we go. Actually, that's beautiful. We want to be behind him. I don't like the numbers of missiles I'm hearing, though. We are playing with fire. It is kind of fun. Where are all these missiles coming? Oh, there's another bomber? All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Yes! You can leave, that's fine. Okay. Take a little breather. We can loot! Yay! Yay, loot! Looting is fun! Probably gonna have to scrap some stuff, that's okay. Let's go ahead and scrap the lesser value items. We'll be fine for now. What do you got in here? Okay. I like how I don't have to make room. Ooh. Oh, that's delicious. I will take that. Thank you very much. All right. Round number 2. Let's go ahead and save. Whew. Hack terminal.
All right, Hive, do your thing.
That's right.
Accessing this kind of network is a complicated process.
Yes, it is.
But for the sake of human comprehension, I am going to call this a thing from here on out.
Oh! 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 He's using cover. What? Advanced AI going on. What in the world? There we go. I'm surprised we didn't get too far away from that. That's. I'm glad we didn't. But... Whoopsies! There we go. I gotta take this guy out first, though. He's weak. I have to. I really didn't have to. Ah, he's too far! Thank goodness they don't have railguns. Or, what's it called? Not railguns. Hang on, I'm trying to think and do combat. That's not a good combination. All right, woo. Phase 2 complete. All right. I'm a little impressed with myself. A little impressed with myself that I didn't actually just go up in flames there. I'll take that. This is going to be the true testament. This is phase 3. There it is. Oof.
Oops.
I wonder. I felt like I pushed the teleport button. I don't know if I heard it or not, but I wonder if that was clipped and like you watched in slow motion, if you could see me use the teleport and I just teleported directly to the missile because you can't teleport through things. I wonder if that happened. I'm very curious. But okay, all right. Now this should be after the second one was done. Right? Did we save? Did we? Shoot, did we save? Oh no. Do we have to do the second one again?
Yeah, I think you only saved before the second one.
Okay, no, we got the second one. It did autosave. Cool.
Oof.
So death counter's at 12?
Yep.
All right. Well, that's fair. I'm playing with fire. It was about time I got burned. And we're gonna do it again. No, you. It's right there. Well. Oh, dummy me. All right. Now the big baddie's gone. Not that all of them are. Just doing a little bit of loop-de-looping. Just like tying some shoes. I feel like there should be some, maybe there's not a dock here. I thought there was a docking port here, so enemies would all fly out and be crazy, but maybe there's not. Maybe I'm thinking of another one. Man, honestly, we should really go back to a storefront. I can't even hold all the stuff that I'm getting. I mean, I guess I'm getting resources. I like how I just hit a random trigger. Look, we got it! We got it from that shot! Nailed it first try. There we go! Jeez. Do we have more questions that have built up, by the way?
We've got a couple lined up. I know you've been concentrating.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So, one question from Nilo Nova over on YouTube. We're going to see any larger ship spawns like in Everspace 1 where the Okar frigates could be found in random systems and destroyed. Are we going to see those? I think it's kind of a follow-up from Bearded Frog's suggestion.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, we would love to add bigger, better ships, right? We would love to do that. So we'll see if we can or not.
I mean, that's question from...
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know, because there are a lot of technical elements that would come with that. I mean, what I will say, let's add one more layer onto the answer here, because I think it's relevant. You know, we did show the concept art for the Outlaw Dreadnought quite some time back in development, right? The Dreadnought is a massive ship that you would be able to fly into. That's not off the table. Cool. Let's keep going.
Cheeky one from Sloreen over on YouTube. What does Eric love more, mines or detonator drones?
That is so mean. I mean, look, when I like the lightweight ships, right? So both of those can prove to be a challenge if you're not being careful, right? If you're not aware of what's going on around you, and you miss one little thing, it can be the end of your run, right? There's something about that I love about the light fighters. I love the maneuverability. It's, in a way, for me, it is a skill check ship. The light ships rely on your ability as a pilot to overcome your adversaries. Whereas the medium weights and the heavyweights, they're more on other aspects of skill, but instead of it piloting skill, it's more of like itemization skill. Like, what are your combinations that you're exploiting over your enemies? And same thing with the heavies, right? Like, you have a bit more weight, in regards to your back end values as opposed to your front end. When you look at a heavyweight ship, handling is like something like 100. 100. Okay? Absurd difference here. But also, for a heavyweight, they actually have values here. Right? So it's a trade-off. And I'm not even saying like one ship is better than the other. Like these are the qualities that they have about them. When you're playing a light ship, it's gonna come down more to your specific skill as a player to navigate, maneuver the game space. Whereas if you're in a heavy, it's gonna take your player skill in regards to your setup, your itemization, and your capitalization of that on your opponents. It's a different type of skill. It just looks, they're different. That's what I'm trying to say. And for me, I love the lightweights on that front. The challenge they face are big damage items like mines, detonator drones, stuff like that. So, all right, we're going to save first. And let's answer one more question before I start this.
Right.
But I do like,
last one.
it was a good question too. I said it was mean. That was a good question. It was a good question.
Last one that we've got lined up at the moment from Wizard Jerry.
Okay.
Is there any particular enemy unit that you specifically like in terms of its model or AI design?
Oh, yes. Yes. There's several. I know this is gonna sound probably, I don't know if this sounds basic or not. I love our standard Outlaw Scout. I think the standard Outlaw Scout, it's like, it has such a memorable design. Like you can see it from afar, even without seeing the title of the ship. You know what it is, just based off in the distance. I love how it has a fairly standard dogfighting approach where you get locked into this one-on-one combat. Like even a standard Outlaw Scout, I really do appreciate that particular design in and of itself. Now, going beyond that, going into some of the more intricacies of enemy design, I'm a big fan of our Tormentor, which is a ship that operates like a drone that is a missile boat. I love it. I love the way that it operates, so it's not in tandem with a lot of the way other ships are moving around the game space. So you have to think how to engage it separately from everything else. It makes it sometimes a challenging foe based on what it's approaching you with. And it also looks really freaking cool. Like just two massive missile chambers, right? And like, oh gosh, it's really cool. I really like it. I really like the Tormentor. Tormentors suck. Why, Devs? Why? Because we wanted more enemy diversity. That's why. That's why. I'm also a big fan of the Outlaw Raider, which is an evolution of the Outlaw Marauder from EVERSPACE 1. Aesthetically, it pleases me. Mechanically, Weber drones are my demise. They're also absolute pain. Yeah, so there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. Tormentor's making me kill myself with my flak. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. So when you see a Tormentor and you know that that's gonna happen, stop firing your flak. There are key moments in the game that are like, if you use this, then this is a result. When you start seeing that, stop, try something else. If you're using your flak for literally everything, I would argue you're doing it wrong. All right, now answering all of those questions, let's go ahead and try this terminal. Guys, we have about 15 minutes left. I only had I had a handful of screenshots. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait for next week to do that. That way we can finish, or hopefully finish, this mission chain, tidy it up. Now that we hit level 12, we might actually start considering doing the primary mission next time. But yeah. So we're just gonna top this off with some more gameplay. We'll still answer questions, of course. Oh, heck no. Oh, all right. Great care must be had here. Also, I cannot stand madcaps. They're like one of my least favorite enemies. Did I say madcaps? I meant sniper drone. I know, hang on, hype. Thank you. Madcaps, I don't like because they have mines. Pretty straightforward. See, look at that. We almost just bonked into their mines right there. Like, what in the world? How did this guy not die? Is this all madcap? This is just explodey boys. Oh boy. Whoop. All right. Game is testing my patience. This is the final gauntlet. Get out of here! We have to deal with it, I know. Just a scout, okay. Hack faster, Hive! Gosh, I gotta see my therapist after this. Woo! We did it, boys! We got him. That was satisfying. That was truly satisfying. I very much enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too. That felt good. That felt really good to accomplish. Now let's see if we can find the energy thingy in the area to light that thing up. I think it's over here. Maybe, I can't remember. Is there something over here? Nothing? I could have... Oh wait, no, is this the... No. My brain is getting fried after all of that strategery. I haven't been up here yet, so maybe it's up here. Oh! Random mines? Okay. I didn't even see that mine. What in the... Alright. I mean, in fairness, from a realistic standpoint, you shouldn't be able to see mines at all, right? Like, that's the point of them, is they surprise you, they get you. But obviously there's some gamification here. That was a little scary. I was scared. All right, let's collect some resources now. I feel like we've earned it. Woo! Oh, the hardened ore patch. That's right, we gotta power you up. The power core's nearby though. There's two nearby. I think one's... Oh, it's right there. Okay. There's another one that's nearby too. Just have to, you know, use your brain. Which, granted, right now it's a little challenging for me to do that. So, thankfully, they're not too far away. Okay, good. Oh, we have to blow this up. Neat. Just gonna take you over here. Whoop-pow! Oh, we're blocking traffic. Hang on. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully this doesn't blow us up. This will shield us, right? Wait, that doesn't explode? I thought that exploded. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna keep our distance from this one. Wow. I don't know who I wronged. The game's trying to equalize my week, but whoo! All right. We're just gonna collect the rest of the resources here, and we're probably gonna call it good. Not really feeling like tempting any more fate. But pretty happy with the progress that has been made. Built basically a full level. We got a lot of upgrades, a little bit of perk progression, not nearly as much perk progression as I would have liked, but those energy core drops, energy sphere, energy orbs spheres, orbs, they're all kind of the same thing, but not really. Yeah, those are going to make a huge improvement now. Just regaining armor and energy on the fly can make a huge difference, as I'm sure a great many of you have discovered in your own playthroughs. So if you guys do have any sort of last minute questions, now is the time to ask. Otherwise, I'm going to keep poking about. For some reason, I can't remember where the energy dispenser is. Could have sworn it was one of those bases, but maybe I'm forgetting.
We've got a couple of questions ready to fire your way.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, Slowing Tetson on YouTube. There are GB Elite Mark II ships now. Will we see more Mark IIs in different ship types, and maybe even Mark III ships in the future?
It's possible. I gotta keep things basic there. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's possible, but can't really say if it's going to happen or not. We do, to kind of just round out that question though, just know that we do have plans. Like, we want to make more enemies, right? Different enemy types. And I suppose that can come in the form of variants too, like a Mark III or, you know, something like that. But yeah, just know that.
Nilo Nova back on YouTube. Kind of a random question, but they said, will we see the Cyclops 4 wing module for the bomber? I know
Yes.
obviously some of the tier 4s aren't in yet.
Yes, you will have tier 4 variants of every single one of the current wings that are in the game. That is what we want to do, and we are sticking to it. Yep, next question.
Wide Line over on Twitch has just asked, could you show your mouse settings, please? It looks, I think they're a bit curious on how you've got it set up.
Sure. Yeah, so my mouse settings, I mean, I have my mouse dead zone maxed out, which is that circle thing in the middle. I have my auto aiming strength set to default, which is 0.5, and my mouse sensitivity, I've turned it down ever so slightly. I do use the software position and floating, and then in addition to that, I'm blocking this one. It's automatic rolling I have off. I do not like to be rolled without my permission game, so I am in charge of the rolling, and the boost behavior, I use hold. In addition to that, I also have a couple elements on my display shown. So the mouse dead zone, which I have increased, is displayed. So again, that's the blue circle that you see. That blue circle, that's the mouse dead zone. So long as my mouse is in there, you'll see my ship is not moving at all. Not moving at all. I love being able to see it. I love seeing the center point. It just helps me know where I can like reset, even though you can also just tap the Alt button to reset your position as well. But aside from that, yeah, I'm showing the damage and XP numbers just more for the sake of viewership. I think I generally turn them off, as well as camera shaking. I did turn it back on again. And I think that's about it as far as input stuff goes. Oh yeah, absolutely, Wireline. Yeah, it's my pleasure. My pleasure for hooking you up with those details.
Bearded Frog would like to know, if we get higher tier ships in the future, DLCs, like a tier 4 plus, for example,
Sure.
Could you see us getting an extra device slot or something like that included?
A device slot is a tricky one. We are pleasantly pleased with a 4 device slot max for a number of reasons, not only balance-wise, but also for input-wise, for being super blunt. But in addition to that, having more device slots, I'm gonna go back to the balance side of things. Having 4 active devices already is quite powerful. Like the upgrading your ship tier just for a device slot in and of itself, don't mind the other stats, but like the extra device slot in and of itself is a super powerful boon, right? So I would be surprised if that got through my balancing approval, but you know, obviously I'm not balancing the whole game and I'm not deciding everything, but I would not personally want that. So that gives you some sense of where we're kind of standing on that front. Now, in regards, let's just... Oh gosh. How far back? I haven't saved in a while. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to. I was just like running around cleaning stuff up. That is. I'm not even mad. That's amazing. But oh, this is fine. This isn't too bad.
Nest of outlaw activity.
At least you know where to go.
Yeah. Thanks. I lost my train of thought with the question, but something reasons. Yeah, we just don't want to. We don't want to do more devices and slots, more device slots. There could definitely be more devices, and we don't want to. Yeah, needless complication that would make a balancing act all the more ludicrous. We don't want to go too extreme on that front. That's fine.
I think the other thing that can come into play is that we want players to think about what their builds are going to be, not having everything available.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. We didn't collect all of this stuff yet, so I'm guessing the laser beam's not turned on yet either. Oh my god. Ugh. I might just do that off stream because you guys saw it. You saw that I did it before.
Didn't see a thing. Didn't see a thing.
Jerk. Oh my gosh. Do we have one more question to answer before we conclude this
nothing
stream
currently
nonsense?
lined up.
Oh my gosh. Tell you what, those mines, they come out of nowhere, don't they? Jeez. Shame on me for answering questions instead of paying attention to the game. Oh my gosh. Well guys, thank you so much, sincerely. Thank you all for showing up for the streams. You know, it's always, I'm always having a good time because you're here. You guys are the ones giving me the energy to do this. I'm always happy to help answer questions regardless of the size of our audience. It could be 2 people that show up, me and Geek, and that's fine. I'm down for that. I'm down to clown. But the fact that you guys do continue to show up and be present here and are out to have a good time and, you know, ask meaningful questions too, thank you. Really does mean a lot. It's huge. So we will keep doing these streams on a once a week basis. Sometimes it will be me, sometimes it will be Gary. Yay. And yeah, that's how it's gonna go. Hopefully Gary can be up next so I don't die in the next stream. That's how that works, right? That's, is that fair to say?
I've already finished it on Nightmare. No challenge.
Ridiculous. I'm just doing this right now to kind of conclude, but my goodness. Yeah, we're wrapping things up for everybody who's kind of like watching. Redoing this because we died and we didn't save. Shame on me, to a degree. But yeah, really do appreciate you all here. How not blow up the laser? That was a huge explosion. It's made out of super precious metals of extremeness durability. That's all. Yeah, 100%. Are we gonna? Oh, it broke. I wasn't paying attention. Look at that. Reading chat again. How dare I? How dare I? Yeah, it really is my pleasure, guys, and sincerely. Like, I really enjoy doing these streams. And it's your guys, you showing up. You're the ones who make it. So thank you. Really do appreciate it. What's the composition of that metal? Something alien, unique, mysterious. I don't know.
One Fox says it's durabilium.
Durabilium, yes, that's precisely.
Sounds like aluminium.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right. I'm not even going to collect that because I think that's in a wall. We're going to save. Brilliant tactic here. And guys, sincerely, you have all just been absolutely awesome. And I have been absolutely Eric Schrader, your community ambassador for EVERSPACE 2, your servant, your guide, your community ambassador, well, along the side of Gary, our community manager.
Thanks, folks.
Awesome. Don't stop being awesome. And we'll catch you in the next stream next week, same time, same sort of style, probably. Just a quick reminder, we are pushing, and by we, it means like I and a couple other key members, we are pushing to have more little teasers in upcoming streams. That's gonna be something that's gonna come back We've been in a little bit of a lull because a lot of stuff we're working on just simply isn't teasable. But that is something that we want to be bringing to the table here as a form of entertainment and, you know, just showing you that we are in fact still working on the game. There's a lot of progress made. I can't show you, but we want to show you some of it at the least. So yeah, just know that. Have a fantastic weekend and yeah. Cool. Toodles! Your countdown timers are so cute. Oh my gosh. Whoo. You know, all things considered, I felt like that was a pretty good progressive stream. Progressive in the sense of progress that I made on my save file. Probably not the right term to use, but you understand what I'm saying. Words are, you know, weird. But yeah, again, thank you guys. Seriously, thank you for showing up and being awesome. That last mine, though, oh my gosh. Wow, absolute savage. Absolute savage mine. It's my own fault. I should have been minding my own business. Ha! Whew, all right, we're past that one. All right. There's not really too much news to share in regards to like the EVERSPACE 2 discount realm. When you see them, you'll see them. I know that there's, you know, every now and then there's, you know, the sales for EVERSPACE 1 as well. So just keep your eyes on that. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, definitely wishlist EVERSPACE 1, the DLC, EVERSPACE 2 if you haven't purchased it yet, so you can capitalize on those moments. And again, for anybody who is not aware, we are working on free DLC that is coming to EVERSPACE 2. Will not be... you don't have to buy it, but we are also working on premium DLC, which will be a healthy addition to the game. A lot of that style of content, which will be coming out later. So in addition to all of those things I just said, Michael did share with us that we are going to be having a news drop pertaining to just kind of like the outlook of EVERSPACE 2 development. He said very soon. I feel like very is an adjective that shouldn't be used there, but it is going to be in a territory that is coming soon to you guys so that you'll know what's on the docket, if any sort of plans may be changed or were modified, any additions, stuff like that. We will let you in on all of those fancified details soon. Okay, let's let's do the thing. Like a road, yes, a roadmap. What did I call it? Did I call it something else? I shouldn't have talked so much after the stream was over because I just rawed my voice. Okay. little more chill. I like that one. There you go. Have a wonderful weekend. Yeah.